after not having played in 2021 and then having their season canceled the year before that. How do you think the emotion is on the field, knowing that it's been a while since they last played?
They could feel multiple things. They could feel rage because they got maybe seasons torn away from them. Maybe they want the redemption, or maybe they're nervous because, they can't live up to the expectations.
Meanwhile, that run by number 10, Amari Gray, goes nowhere. Vikings pretty much smell that coming. That'll be 3rd down and 12 coming up for the Cougars. A very slow start by this offense.
The Vikings all over the Cougars right now. Their defense.
As Coach Brentwood has mentioned in the offseason, that he is very excited for this defense, and especially his linebackers and the secondary position, which we have seen so far in this game. So it'll be 3rd and 22 from the 7. Back to throw. And there is a penalty marker on the field again. Seeing a lot of penalties still in this first quarter.
Pass interference on the defense, number 1, automatic, 1st down.
Oh, Jason, that's going to give them a 1st down. Instead of being 4th down, it's going to be 1st down for the Cougars. Big break there, down 14 points here. Michael Franklin, the quarterback, getting his offense set. 1st and 10 for the Cougars after the defensive penalty. That was a big play there, that they're able to keep the ball for another play here. And a new set of downs. They have a man in motion. And a handoff, and the Vikings smell that one coming, and that'll be stopped in the backfield. That was Brian Gregory, number 12, on the carry, the wide receiver. That didn't go nowhere, and it'll be 2nd down and 10 coming up. 9:19 and counting. Vikings up 14-0 here in this first quarter. Second down and 13 from their 22. They have not yet been able to produce a 1st down on offense. That last first down was from the interference call. Meanwhile, Franklin's pass is complete. And down at the 30-yard line is Kawazia Brantley, number 4. Kawazia Burns, number 4. And that'll be a 3rd down coming up. Let's see if the Cougars offense can get them a 1st down, Jason.
Trey Edwards, the good sack.
8:25 left. Vikings up 14-0. This first game of the 2022 season. And we have a good crowd here tonight at today at Veterans Stadium.
It's always an amazing crowd of first game.
Burns in motion again, and this time there is a stoppage of play. Oh, look at this. Looks like tempers are starting to flare a little bit there, Jason.
The tension on the field is pretty tight right now.
Dead ball, delay game on the offense. Replay, 3rd down.
And again, Jason,
Delay game.
another penalty. Another penalty here in the first quarter.
We're seeing a lot of penalties by the Cougars right now. You got to think maybe they weren't prepared for this type of game today.
Mistakes like that can really hurt a coach, really give him a headache, especially when you're going backwards instead of forwards. And again, a 3rd and 10 here for the Cougars. Franklin has it,
left of the first
going.
quarter.
That is inner snow off the hands of the intended receiver and defender. Incomplete. Pass intended to number 2, Frank Aldu. And that play was broken up by the Vikings. Watson on the break. And again, Dylan Kendall making plays on defense. He's picking up where he left off last year, Jason. So again, 4th down. And the Vikings will get the ball back. .47 left here in the first quarter, 14-0 Long Beach. Oh, the high snap. That's going into the end zone. He picked it up. Here comes the Vikings. And he's running out of the end zone. And he is tackled at about the 5. Another costly mistake by the Cougars, and the Vikings are going to get the ball inside the red zone. What a play that was, Jason.
Jalen Duncan with an aggressive takedown.
Everything going the Vikings' way so far in this first quarter, and they will have the ball at the 4-yard line. 1st and goal coming up. Keno Caldwell going to lead his offense back on the field, and it looks like
Timeout. Timeout, LA Southwest. That's the first of their half.
I'll tell you, Jason, with everything going on in this first quarter, this probably be a good time for the Cougars to call timeout.
I would agree with you there. The Cougars not really cooperating as a team that well, but maybe they are. Maybe the Vikings just have that good of defense right now. And like you said, everything is just going the Vikings' way.
What do you think of the emotions right now for the Vikings? You went 4-6 last year, 2-3 in conference. Not how you wanted the season to go, but so far, everything going well these first 8 minutes of the season.
Well, I can tell you this, the way to start fresh, start new, is to go in with that positivity, go in with a fresh new mindset. The Vikings here are hyped and warmed up tonight for the Cougars.
7:37 left in the first quarter, 14-0 Long Beach City College. And again, as you mentioned, Jason, with the off-season programming resuming this year, you knew both teams were ready to get back out here on the field, but it looks like the Vikings so far wanted more in this first game of the season. You're playing in front of your home crowd, and so far you put up 14 points, and you got a chance to put up more here this early in the game.
Again, you can't let the Vikings get too comfortable with winning. The Cougars can still come back, just the first quarter of the game still.
It's one thing to score on offense, but when you're making mistakes like the Cougars have made so far, I mean, let's look at what's happened so far. They've been hit by penalties, and then right now, moments ago, that high snap on 4th down. And that was costly. You know, let me ask you, if that was your position, would you have just let the ball go through for a safety and give the Vikings 2 points? Or would you do what they did is try to at least make something out of it?
Personally, I would try to make something out of it. What I've learned over my years is never give the opposing team any type of points.
Hey, you notice too in that last play there was 2 Vikings right there that could have tackled for a safety or possibly try to grab for a touchdown. Correct. But in any event, it's first and goal from the 4. Caldwell throws that out of bounds, incomplete. Ternell Ridley, the intended receiver.
Andre DeBeatty.
A
wide receiver here. His second year here at LBCC for the Vikings.
That was good coverage, too, on the Cougars as well. Nice play there, but the ball went out of bounds. So it'll be 2nd and goal from the 4. In the shotgun. Caldwell back to throw again. Throw that is off the hands of the receiver, incomplete, and another penalty marker on the field. Seeing a lot of penalties here this early in the game.
70. Holding on the offense, number 70. Replay, second down.
That'll be holding on the Vikings. Matt Barcott, number 70. That will bring the ball back out to the 14.
Again, like I said earlier, you can never get too comfortable with winning. The Vikings can't let that pressure get to them as well.
Back to throw on second down. Has a man in the end zone, and that is caught for the touchdown. And the Vikings are starting to run away with it here in the first quarter.
The third touchdown here for the Vikings tonight, 20-0 in the first quarter. You got to think that makes you feel confident. That makes the Vikings feel extra confident right now. And you got to, what do you think LA Southwest is thinking right now?
They gotta think, you know, this might be a long night. And I believe that was Andre Davidi's another catch. Extra point attempt is good. With 7:22 in the first quarter, the Vikings 21, Cougars 0.
The Vikings fired up here tonight.
And Jason, as we had mentioned before, this is the first game of the season. Emotions from high. 21-0 Vikings here. And Jason, as we had mentioned before, is a team comes out with high emotions, and the Vikings are coming out ready to go. And so far, they put up 3 scores on this Cougars defense. And if they don't stop this Vikings offense, you're going to see a lot of points up so far tonight.
Cougars defense has to step it up against our Vikings offense, but as well as the Cougars offense needs to step it up, maybe be more aggressive.
Ray Sanchez is getting ready to kick this off to the Cougars again. Kickoff. This time it's grabbed in the end zone again. To the left side, down to about the 19, 18-yard line. Kawasi Burns, number 4, on another return. And that is where the Cougars offense will go to work. 7:14 left in the opening quarter. Your Vikings are up 21-0. So far, the offense has put up 3 touchdowns in 3 possessions. And the Cougars offense trying to at least get something going here and try to keep that offense out there a little longer, because you can tell, Jason, this defense is really exhausted this early in the game. First and 10 from the 18. Michael Franklin, the quarterback. And first down play. Looks like it is going to be no gain at all there.
Michael Franklin has been pretty accurate all game. It's just been a matter of the team communication.
That last pass was complete to Frank Adu, number 14. That'll be a loss of 2, and it'll be second down for Cougars. So far, this offense hasn't been able to move the ball down the field. They've been in their own territory pretty much most of the game. Franklin on second down throws. That is complete and right away taken down by the Vikings defense. I believe that is Hagen Foreman, number 7, on the tackle. Hagen Foreman on the tackle. They were able to get some good yards on that play, Jason, as they get set for this third down.
Do you think the Cougars are finally kicking it up to speed?
If they can get this first down, they'll be able to get something going.
Number 14. Frank Adu.
And Jason, do I see a yellow marker on the field again?
You do. You do indeed.
So far, what do you think the theme so far is the color yellow?
I think the Cougars' favorite color is yellow.
I know they're wearing yellow on the helmets, but so far we've seen the dreaded
Dead ball. Offsides on the defense. Replay.
seen that dreaded yellow
First
color
down.
on the field so far, and this is gonna go against the Vikings defense, and it'll be a first down. So it'll be the second first down of the quarter for Los Angeles. So far, those 2 first downs came on penalties. So they're gonna move it to the 30. First and 10. Shotgun position for Michael Franklin, the quarterback. 3 receivers on the left side. He is back to throw, and here comes the defense, and there's going to be a sack. Corey Martin, number 8. And Jason, that is the first sack of the game.
The Vikings defense is warmed up along with their offense. All game they've been showing how well they both can do as a team.
And so far they came out to play. And so far it's showing, especially on the scoreboard, 21-0 with 5:10 left and counting. It'll be second down and 16. Franklin back to throw, and a flag on the play. It looks like, Jason, the Vikings may have jumped off sides. Defense has come out strong so far, so has the offense. 21-0 Long Beach, 5 minutes, 4 seconds left in this opening quarter. And it looked like the Vikings may have jumped off sides before that snap. Here's the referee's call.
Dead ball. Offsides on the defense, number 8. Replay. Second down.
Corey Martin with the penalty. Second down and 16. Excuse me, it'll be second down 11. At the 29-yard line, Cougars trying to get something going here this early in the quarter. And again, movement up front, and looks like the Vikings may have
Dead
jumped
ball.
offsides again.
Offsides. Number 8 of the defense. Replay. Second down.
That's Corey Martin again jumping offsides, Jason.
Like I said earlier, you can't get too comfortable with winning. Maybe number 8's having that feel-good moment. Feels too comfortable in his own skin.
And that's back-to-back offsides on the Vikings defense. And the ball will be moved to the 34-yard line. Be second down and 6. And I believe Corey Martin is on the sidelines for now. Shotgun position, Franklin throws. That is complete by Adu. Stays on his feet still, down to about the 44-yard line. That'll be the first offensive first down of the game for the Cougars, Jason.
A good catch by Travion Watson. His first year here for the LA Southwest Cougars.
And I'll tell you, that is one first down that they needed on offense. As we mentioned, the last 2 first downs were from penalties. And now it looks like the Cougars offense is finally picking up some momentum here late in the first quarter.
4 minutes and 22 seconds left of the first quarter. Can the Cougars get their first touchdown of the night? Long Beach City College Vikings with 21 points to nothing.
And it looks like Kawasia Burns was the last receiver to catch. 4 minutes and counting here in the opening quarter. Vikings lead 21-0. Cougars marching down the field from the 45. And they go on the handoff, and there's about 4 Vikings on the running back, and he is tackled down. And I don't think he liked how he was tackled down that way, Jason.
Looks like the Vikings are getting a little bit more aggressive as this game goes by.
They're not taking their feet off the pedal, that's for sure. And that was just a pickup of 1 yard, so it'll be 2nd down and 9 at the 46. Michael Franklin, quarterback, shotgun position. Throws it again to Burns. And no look there as the Vikings defense stopped them again. And it'll be 3rd down coming up by the Vikings. O'Neal on the tackle. Charles O'Neal, the 5'10", 202 sophomore, on the tackle on that last play. This will bring up a 3rd and 15 from the 40. And we mentioned moments ago they were picking up momentum. And then the last 2 plays, the Vikings defense has pretty much put a brick wall on that offense, Jason. And let's see how they can do coming up here on the 3rd and 15 from their 40. They need to get to the 45. Franklin throws. Incomplete. That'll be 4th down coming up for the Cougars.
Henry Sparks, his first year here at LA Southwest as well.
He was the intended receiver for that pass. And again, the Vikings defense stalls. Just when you thought they were picking up momentum, the Vikings defense pretty much put a stop to it. And now they're going to get the ball back here. 4th and 15 coming up. And just keep in mind, the last time they punted, it was a high snap. As they get set to kick this one here. Trenell really standing at his own 22-yard line. And here's the kick. That is going to take a bounce off at the 35-yard line. And that is where Long Beach will go to work. 2 minutes, 5 seconds left in the first quarter. Vikings 21, Cougars 0. This will be their 4th possession of the quarter. And again, Jason, they're going for another score. So far, they've been successful in their 3 possessions. 3 possessions, 3 touchdowns. What do you do if you're the Vikings? Keep going?
You got to step on the pedal and never let go. The Cougars defense as well. They got to pick up to speed with the Vikings, match their energy.
So it'll be 1st and 10 from the 37. Caldwell back out there as quarterback. He's going to throw it here again. Rolls to the right, complete. Wide open receiver, flag on the play. Tackled at about the 45-yard line. Elijah Lewis, number 15, on that reception. And it looks like this might come back.
Holding. Holding on the offense, number 70. Replay, 1st down.
Matt Barcott, number 70, for the holding. So that will negate the yardage got for the 1st down. And it'll be first and 20.
If you're just joining us here, it's the first quarter of the game. LBCC Vikings with 21-0 of LA Southwest.
What a play there by the Vikings, and the ball comes out, but they are going to rule him down. That was Dejan Newman, number 5. Dejan Newman, number 5, on that run. In the offseason, Jason, Vikings were going to rotate their running backs to keep that explosive run game going. And so far, that's the first positive run of the night so far for the Vikings running game. 2nd and 6 from the 41. Newman still in the game. Caldwell back to throw. Throws it up. Incomplete. is the intended receiver for the Vikings. Ruiz was the intended receiver. That'll bring up third down here. And let's see, Jason, if the Cougars can get their defense off the field.
Cougars look like they're picking it up to speed with their defense, being the more aggressive.
And meanwhile, we have a stoppage and another penalty marker, Jason, on the play. And I believe that is the 7th time we've seen that penalty marker this quarter.
I believe so.
(21-0).
Unabated on the defense. Third down.
Offsides on the Cougars. That'll be a third down. And Jason, if you're the Vikings, third and 2, pretty much the playbook is open, wouldn't you say?
I would say so.
You can pretty much call anything here. Let's see what they draw up here on this 3rd and 1 from the 46. Newman is still at the running back position, and he is going to get this ball, and it looks like he was stopped. It appears that he may have got it, or he may, no, he did not get it. No gain on that play. So now the Vikings will punt for the first time tonight. Jason, how surprising is that?
It's very surprising here that the Vikings have the first punt of the night.
You think they'll go? You think there'll be a fake here or no?
Yes. No.
Looks like he kicked it, and what a kick that was! And that's gonna go out of bounds.
15 seconds left of the first quarter. Vikings up with 21. With LA Southwest with nothing.
That punt is going to be out at about the 30-yard line as they are marking it down there. So Michael Franklin in the offense will come back out here. 15 seconds left in the first quarter. 21-0. It'll be 1st and 10 at the 30-yard line. And a last-minute player coming in for the Cougars. First and 10 from the 30-yard line. 15 seconds left in this opening quarter. Whew. Pass is caught.
Michael Franklin with an amazing pass. But again, our Vikings defense is on a whole nother level today.
And it looks like the first 15 minutes of this quarter is in the books, Jason. And at the end of one, we have the Long Beach City College Vikings 21, the LA Southwest Cougars 0. 21-0 Vikings at the end of one. And Jason, what do you think so far of this first 15 minutes of play?
What I saw over the 13 minutes was the Vikings are fired up. They're warm. They're hot right now. The Cougars might be under a little bit of pressure. But I definitely think the Cougars could easily flip this all around for themselves and their team.
If you're Coach Peabody, what will you be telling your team after just 15 minutes of play?
I'll tell my team to not light off the speed, to keep putting the pressure on the opposing team.
And if you're the Cougars, what do you tell, what can you say after just one quarter as far as we got to get this going, we got to stop making these mistakes because it's really costing?
I feel like with the Cougars, they're too tightened up right now. They need to loosen up. I think the Cougars need to get more comfortable as they look to maybe too tense.
If you look at the possession by the Cougars on offense those first 15 minutes, there were punts, penalties, A bad snap that got you almost a safety. You gave the defense just 4 yards to get that last score. What do you do as far as being down just 3 scores going into the second period? So we switch sides. 2nd and 4 from the 36-yard line. Cougars trying to get something going here, down 21-0. Michael Franklin, quarterback. And that's going to be a handoff to Brian Gregory, number 12. And it looks like a short gain. They will put it at about the 42-yard line. 38-yard line. Franklin throws. Intended for Burns and cannot make the completion. And again, Jason, the Vikings defense holds.
The Vikings defense right now is fired up. Do you think the Cougars could still come back here?
The Cougars are not playing their offensive production so far. We've seen the mistake that's happened so far. And if this keeps going, they're going to be down a big deficit. Now it's going to be up to the defense. They have to get a stop here because another score pretty much could put it away here this early in the game. Long Beach will get the ball back. Here's the kick. And that's going to get picked up at about the 25. He has running room still in there. Midfield has blocking. He could go all the way. One man to beat. To the 20, to the 15, to the 10, to the 5. Touchdown, Vikings. Trenell Ridgely with the punt return.
The Vikings have not light up the speed on the Cougars. Trenell Ridgely with a beautiful touchdown.
And keep in mind, JC, he had one earlier, but it was negated through a penalty. What a perfect time to get that back. And again, the momentum shifts back to the Vikings. That was about a 75-yard return as well, too. Extra point is good by Mario Del Torre. With 14:07 left in the half, the Vikings 27-0, and it looks like he did miss that extra point. But again, Jason, special teams. When you have the offense, the defense, and the special teams setting you up in position to score, now the Cougars are down even further with that 75-yard return. As the Vikings get ready to kick off, Ray Sanchez getting ready to give the ball back to the Cougars. Kawathia Burns, number 4, back there to receive the kick. Along with Brian Gregory, number 12. As they are getting ready for the signal for the kickoff. And it's starting to become nighttime here at Vet Stadium. Here's the kick. And Burns picks it up from the 1. To the 20, 25, 30. Take a vicious hit.
Jamarlo Campbell, the beautiful takedown.
At the the 30-yard line. A 29-yard return. And Jason, again, the Cougars are up against the wall here, down 27. What do you say? This is a must-score possession for them?
I would say to catch up, the Cougars definitely need the touchdown in this next 4 minutes of the game.
27-0 Vikings, 1st and 10 from the 30-yard line. Franklin throws complete to Burns at the 30, slips. And they'll mark him down at the 32-yard line, so pickup of 2.
Burns seemed to slip on his own feet.
They're going to give him a yard, a gain of 1 on that play, Jason. And it'll be 2nd down and 9 from the 31. 27-0 Long Beach. Early second quarter, 13:29 and counting. 2nd down and 9 from their own 31-yard line. 4 wide receivers for the Cougars. Franklin back to throw. He has a man and is complete. Pass is complete to Travion Watson, number 2. And that'll be 3rd down coming up here. So it'll be 3rd and 1 here. And they're going to give him 8 yards on that last play. So a big 3rd and 1 here for the Cougars. Shotgun position for Franklin. Again, 4 wide receivers. And throws, and that is underthrown and incomplete. And again, he was going for his wide receiver, Watson. So quick 3 and out. It's a quick 3 and out, Jason, for the Cougars offense, and the Vikings again are going to get the ball back.
The Vikings defense, very aggressive here tonight. Do you think aggression is the key when it comes to the Vikings versus the Cougars here tonight?
They've had a great offseason workout. They had a scrimmage game last week, and the Vikings played well on offense and defense. And it seems that with the offseason program coming back, you know, plenty of time to pretty much get together and get things going. Again, the offseason programs returned this season for the college programs. And meanwhile, we have a timeout on the field with 12:32 left. Cougars down 27-0. What do you think, Jason? Is it possible they may go for it here? You're down 27 points. So far, the defense has been, you know, kept their heels back. Would you think this is, if you're the Cougars, would you think this is a chance to try to take a gamble?
If I'm the Cougars, gambling is not an option right now. I guess if you're down 27 points, you may think about it, but the Cougars really got to pick it up. Really got to work on their offense right now.
27-0 Vikings, 12:32 left here in this first half. And you're right, Jason. So far, you're down big. You got to at least try to make something happen this early. Your defense has not been playing well. Long Beach has come out swinging. And if they give them the ball right here, you can see if the Vikings may go for that knockout punch here this early in the second quarter.
If you're the coach for the Cougars, what do you think you would tell your team right now?
And it looks like the offense is staying on the field. They're going to go for it here. Michael Franklin is back on the field. The Vikings take a timeout here. Coach Brett Peabody takes a timeout here. What do you think? Psychological game here, saying, hey, you want to talk it over? Let me talk it over my defense?
I think their coach right now telling them to pick it up. Don't lighten up. Don't lighten up the defense or offense.
I do recall a game here last season against Riverside where it was 4th and 1, and Riverside got the Vikings to jump outside, which kept that drive going, and that drive was pretty much sealed the game for Riverside. I'm not saying it might not happen, but would you guess maybe try to run them outside and then get a delay a game and then kick it? Well, if you're in that position, but that's something you would call?
That's probably something I would call, you know.
It'll be an interesting call here to see if they'll kick it or they'll still go for it here. You're at your own 41-yard line, 39-yard lines. If you happen to miss it, again, Vikings short field. So the defense is lining up, and it looks like Los Angeles is going to go for it here.
You're joining us, just now joining us. 12 minutes and 32 seconds left in the second quarter. 27 points for the Vikings and 0 points for the LA Southwest Cougars. An amazing show from the Vikings here tonight.
4th and 1 from the 39. Looks like he is trying to drive them offside. Let's see if it works. No, they snap it. Franklin going deep, and he's got a man, and it's caught.
Michael Franklin has been accurate all day.
Travion Watson on the big play. Hey, look at that, Jason. They got the first down. They gambled, and it paid off.
Cougars have a big chance of getting their first touchdown of the night.
That last play went for about 29 yards on that one. Longest play of the night so far for the Cougars offense. First down. Franklin rolls to his right, and he's going to keep it, and is tackled out of bounds at about the 32-yard line. So there'll be a gain of 5. His first carry of the night. And Jason, it looks like he set his offense up to at least get an easy first down on second and 7 here. 3-yard pickup on that play, actually.
Do you think the Cougars are finally catching up to speed?
At this point, you got to open up the playbook a little bit, gamble more. There is still plenty of time to play. But they got to score here. Handoff on second down, and the defense is right there. Amari Gray, number 10, the running back on that play. And he was stopped by that defense. Third and 9 for the Cougars at the 36-yard line. 10:53 counting. 27-0 Vikings. Franklin from the shotgun position. He is back to throw. Pump fakes once, throws. Caught by Burns. Touchdown Cougars.
First touchdown for the Cougars here tonight. Burns with an amazing catch.
And what a play by Burns. Was able to shake off the defender, wide open. And there you have it, 6 points. And that is the 6 points they needed, Jason, to get back in this game.
That is the Cougars' first touchdown of the season.
Burns with his first touchdown pass of the season. With 10:32 left, 27-6 Long Beach. As the Cougars get set to kick the extra point here. And it looks like they may go for 2 here, Jason. Let's see, they're going for 2 or they're going for 1. Looks like the call's coming in, and looks like they're going to go for 2, Jason.
Maybe what you said was right. Maybe gambling is what the Cougars needed here tonight.
I know it's 27-6, but do you agree that this is the right time to take a 2-point conversion with still in the first half?
Let's see how this works out, really.
So they're going to go for 2 here. Franklin is going to, here comes the defense. And he threw that one in a hurry, so conversion attempt failed. 10:32 left in the second quarter, 27-6 Vikings. And going back to that call, you agree that it was the best call to make, going for 2 when you're down this big, this early.
I said otherwise at the start, but maybe I was wrong. The Cougars finally picking it up. I think if Franklin keeps up his accuracy, along with the Cougars picking up their defense aggression, I really do think that they have a huge chance of winning here tonight.
It was a gamble that they felt they needed to go, but it did not pay off. But they did get 6 points, though. What do you say? You think they can get back in this game if they're able to get another stop here and get the ball back and try at least get another touchdown? I know it's still 10:32 left in the second quarter, but do you think now it's like a time to push that pattern, but try to get this defense to make those big plays and try to get back in this game right away?
I think what I would tell as a coach to the Cougars is that they're finally on the board and that this is the time to keep up the aggression, to keep up the work, keep up the speed, and keep up the power.
Well, the key play of that drive there, Jason, was the 4th down catch by Trayvon Watson that set up that touchdown pass by Franklin. So he was the big play of that drive right there. You know, the 4th down, that would set up the play for the touchdown. And the Cougars get on the board with 10 minutes and 32 seconds left here in the first half.
Like I said, if Franklin keeps up the accuracy throughout this game, I can see it going to the Cougars.
Vikings on the kickoff return. And he is being held up. Jacobian Caldwell was the one who returned the ball just moments ago. And the Vikings will have the ball at the 28 for a quarterback, Keno Lampo Caldwell. And what do you think of his performance so far in this first half?
So far in this first half, I've seen nothing but greatness. I do think that he is also up there with accuracy.
Well, as mentioned before, he was in the position to be the starter in the offseason. He was in that battle for that for the starting spot, and he was able to overcome it on first down. Caldwell throws and it's complete. Tackled at the 34-yard line. Trinell Ridgely on the reception.
It's not the first catch he had tonight. The Vikings, 27 with LA Southwest, the Cougars, with 6 points here tonight.
Second down. Big play. Still on his feet.
Bryce Jones taking it all the way down.
What a play that was there by their running game. And they're going on a no huddle here. Vikings trying to go fast pace here, Jason. 1st and 10 from the 38. Caldwell back to throw. Throws complete. I believe that is Andre Dembidi. 6'2", 185. Who's been known for his size. Jason, pretty tall receiver there. Caldwell on second down, throws, and he overthrows his intended receiver. The pass goes out of bounds, and it looks like that was intended for Trinell Ridgely.
Trinell Ridgely, along with Keanu Campbell, probably has good chemistry throughout this game. We've seen nothing but accuracy from both of these teammates.
From the 28, it will be 2nd and 10. It looks like the Cougars are going to show blitz here. No, they do not. Caldwell back to throws. And that is tipped and almost caught by Ridley. He was right there at the right time, but was not able to make the catch. That was actually tipped by one of the Cougar defenders, Jason. I believe that was Javon Cook, number 11, that tipped that pass. And Rizzi was there in the end zone. He almost had the catch.
What an amazing catch that would have been.
Yeah, especially coming off the defender. So it'll be 3rd and 10 from the 28. See if they blitz here this time around. Caldwell comes. Here comes the pressure. Throws on the screen. That is complete. He's got blockers. Jukes to the right. And he dives for the end zone. No call yet. And looks like they'll rule him short of the 1.
Bryce Jones was so close to another touchdown for the Vikings.
And Bryce Jones almost had his first touchdown there. And he had blockers and receivers there, and he's pretty fast.
Bryce Jones with the reception. Down just inside the 1, but it is a first down.
First and goal from the 1. They give it to Burns again this time. Touchdown, Long Beach. Bryce Jones. So he was short on the last play. In the next play, he got another chance, and this time he collects his touchdown.
If you're just joining us here tonight, Long Beach City Vikings, 33 points. LA Southwest Cougars with 6 points. We're here in the second quarter with 8 minutes and 25 seconds left. We're witnessing greatness here tonight.
Mario Del Torre to kick the extra point. He missed the last one, and this time he connects. So with 8:25 left in the first half, it is 34-6 Long Beach. So the Vikings, Jason, respond back on the Cougars' last possession, and this time they put up more points. And again, they went down the field on this defense. You figure that they had them stopped, but they were not able to stop that 3rd down. So what do you do now in this case? Will you use the same strategy as you did the last time, or do you have to come up with something different this time?
Like you said, the Cougars here having a little bit of gamble chance here at the beginning of the second quarter. But the Vikings responded back and responded back hard with a touchdown of their own. So you got to think, what can you do to switch it up? Do you gamble again, or do you take the chance?
If you're Coach Bertree, buddy, how proud are you of your offense scoring this much this early in the game?
You got to be extremely proud, especially for the first game of the season. But you got to see how that really follows up throughout the several games that they have left.
Sanchez kicks it, goes over the head of the Cougars, over Watson, and that'll be a touchback. (34-6) Vikings. With 8:25 left here in this first half. And the Cougars offense will go out to work again. Last possession, they were able to get a touchdown after going for it on 4th and 1 from their own 39. And you know that, and you know, Jason, they're hoping they don't have to get to that again, and they can just march down the field right away like Long Beach did in the last possession.
Do you think the Vikings here tonight are going to pick it up, or do you think they're going to slow down?
There's always the chance of playing safe and and that's how teams get back in it. I just don't see that happening so far. They've had their foot on the pedal, and as the penalty marker comes in, they've had their foot on that pedal since this kickoff, and they've been shown to be the dominant team so far this first half. You have offense scoring. And penalty on the Cougars, they'll set them back. But Jason, they have offense. Defense has been playing well. And then you have special teams scoring. Perfect recipe so far, wouldn't you say?
I would say it's perfect. The Vikings showing nothing but aggression and accuracy here tonight.
Now we get to see if the Vikings can cook something up this possession for the defense. Franklin pump fakes. This time he's going to run it. And he is down at about the 22-yard line. So it'll be second down and 13. Only 2 yards on that gain.
This is Franklin's first year at LA Southwest for the Cougars as well. A freshman in college.
And Burns is actually going to go to the sidelines. Frank Aldu on the right side. It looks like they're going with 2 receivers in the tight end. 4-3 defense by the Vikings defense on second down. Franklin keeps it, throws it complete.
But the Vikings defense not lighting up at all here tonight.
That pass was completed to number 9, Christopher Robinson. And looks like, and a flag on the play. I don't think this is the right time to exchange verbal jabs right now, Jason. Looks like there was a little bit of words exchange there on that last, at the end of the play right there.
As I keep saying, aggression is good, but you have to balance a line between too much as well.
And regardless of the score, you have to play smart as well.
Correct.
Especially when you're down and trying to get back in this game, you can't make those types of mistakes and penalties because that's really will hurt the team. So far, let's see what the officials call. That flag came in at the end of the play. It looks like they picked it up. Or not. Here's a call.
After the play, dead ball, unsportsmanlike conduct on the defense, number 4. Dead ball, unsportsmanlike conduct on number 90. Those penalties will be enforced. First down.
So Jalen Duncan of the Vikings is going to get called for that penalty.
We've seen maybe about a dozen penalties here tonight. And it is 7 minutes and 14 seconds left of the second quarter.
That was offsetting penalties. Actually, the penalties were both on the Vikings, Jason. They're moving the ball to the 48. Another first down on penalties. So the ball's going to go up to the 48. Franklin gets the snap. Here comes the defense. He gets out of it. Going to the left, past midfield. And he's out of bounds at the 48-yard line. That's a good eyesight there by Michael Franklin to get out of that awful position. He almost took a sack right there, but he was able to run it out there. And that was a good 4-yard gains too as well. The difference between a loss of 4, a possible loss of 4, but he gets 4 here.
The lights are on here at Vet Stadium. If you're just joining us, 34 points to the Vikings, with LA Southwest, the Cougars, with 6 points. 7 minutes left of the second quarter.
And another penalty marker on the play.
Dead ball. Illegal substitution on the offense, 12 men on the field. 5-yard penalty, replay, second down.
And the mental mistakes continue on the offense. 12 men on the field, and that's going to cost them some yardage. It'll be second down at 11 from the 47. (34-6). Franklin hands it off. Runs into a wall. And it'll be third down coming up here for the Cougars. I think it was Trayvon Watson that took that last snap. Brian Gregory, excuse me. So third down again, Jason. Let's see what the Cougars do. And so far, the Vikings have been able to answer the challenge. And let's see if they're able to get off the field again. 3rd and 11. And Franklin's going to roll out. And he's going to run into the defense. Oh, he gets away. Now he's going to the left side. He is throwing it deep. He has a man on the field, and that's caught.
Wow.
That is caught by Trayvon Watson.
Trayvon Watson, an amazing catch.
A marker is down at the 38-yard line. But what a play by Michael Franklin, Jason, getting out of that potential sack, rolls to his left and able to throw it deep for his receiver to make the
Personal
play.
foul. Roughing the quarterback. Number 8 of the defense. That penalty is 15 yards from the end of the play, first down.
Corey Martin roughing the passer, and that's going to tack on more yardage.
Franklin not letting the pressure get to him. The beautiful pass. And I told you, if he keeps up that accuracy, I could definitely see the Cougars taking this away here tonight.
But what athleticism he showed right there. Got off one tackle, was able to go to the left and able to throw it downfield. And a good job by Trayvon Watson to make the catch. It looked like he didn't even have it, but they gave it to him.
Franklin was 6'3", 195 pounds.
Now after the penalty, they'll be at the 8, 1st and goal. Franklin throws to the end zone, and there's a fight for the ball. It is intercepted.
And the Vikings, again, answers to everything that the Cougars are doing.
Jason, I was going to say that this was the first attempt at the red zone for the Cougars, but the Vikings defense denies them touchdown. And Long Beach will get the ball back.
The Vikings has a response for absolutely everything the Cougars have thrown out tonight. You got to think that gets under the skin of all the Cougars.
That is going to hurt big time, especially after a play like that, and now it negates it with an interception. And that is the first turnover of the game here. Advantage that goes to the Vikings.
Vikings are absolutely fired up, especially after a play like that. 5 minutes, 43 seconds left of the second quarter.
I still can't believe that last play by Franklin. Jason having him, roll to the left and making that pass.
Franklin is absolutely
That's gotta be
amazing
incredible.
tonight.
1st and 10 from the 20. Caldwell is throwing. Incomplete. That'll be 2nd down and 10. Lewis was the intended receiver for Long Beach. It'll be 2nd down. With 5:39 left in the half, Vikings trying to see if they can get another score here. Up 34-6. Handoff on 2nd down and runs into a defender.
Dejan Newman being aggressive.
Deshaun Newman and Bryce Jones have been running the ball well for the Vikings offense tonight. 3rd and 4 from the 26. Vikings got a turnover on the red zone. 3rd and 4 coming up here on from the 26. Caldwell back to throw. That is complete. Makes the play stay on his feet. And that'll be enough for a 1st down.
Trinell Ridgely with another beautiful catch.
And good job for him staying on his feet too, Jason. He almost went down, but he was able to get up. Ball's dropped, picks it up, throws. Incomplete. Wonder if that was a little snap there.
Looked like I think something messed up. I think both teams were thrown off and catch off guard.
Yeah, because that ball hit the ground and Caldwell just picked it up.
Personal foul. Personal foul. Number 11 of the defense, roughing the passer. First down.
Another personal foul. Javon Cook, number 11. And that's going to go past to about the 49. And again, Jason, another penalty.
It is penalty season here tonight.
Most of the Vikings' first downs have been on penalties. Caldwell is going to come from the shotgun, 1st and 10 from the 49, and looks like the Cougars jumped off sides. And oh, what a catch!
Oh my.
What a catch there that was. Zachary Ruiz, number 4. What a catch that was. There is a flag down on the play. It looked like the Cougars that jumped off sides there, Jason.
Whatever it was a beautiful catch by Ruiz.
He made a good catch right there. It looked like he was out of bounds, but he made that catch and able to stay in bounds here.
Personal foul. Unnecessary roughness on the defense, number 9. Automatic.
And again, Jason, another personal foul.
The Vikings taking a walk.
And that is the second personal foul on this drive, and that's going to give them 15 more yards. Second personal foul on this drive here.
Talk about accuracy. Canoe Campbell has been accurate almost all night. Throwing nothing but bangers.
He has played absolutely well tonight so far. They are in the red zone. First and 10 from the 12. Caldwell's back to throw. Here comes the blitz. Throws it complete. Touchdown Vikings!
Can you smell what the Vikings are cooking?
Caldwell.
Another touchdown for the Vikings here in the second quarter.
And it looks like it was Jacovian Caldwell that made that catch. So again, another touchdown. 4 minutes and 5 seconds. It is now 40-6 Vikings. Jason, you think they could score maybe 50 before the half is over?
I don't know. You know, I don't think I've ever seen anything like that in my lifetime. But what I do know is that the Vikings are absolutely taking it away here tonight.
Extra point is good. With 4 minutes and 5 seconds left, it is 41-6. Long Beach City College Vikings over the LA Southwest Cougars. 4:05 left in this first half. And so far, everything is going the Vikings' way here tonight.
Again, like I said earlier, everything the Cougars do, the Vikings throw absolutely everything back at them. The Vikings are ready. The Vikings are prepared. And I don't think at this rate anything can stop them here tonight.
What a start by the Vikings tonight for Coach Brett Peabody in his 10th year. Again, a 55-30 overall record, 26-17 in conference play. And Jason, this does not look like the Vikings 4-16 from last year. And it looks like an onside kick. There, the ball's on the ground. There is a fight for it. Looks like the Cougars was able to dive on it. An onside kick. And it's Cougars ball, first down.
Onside kick attempt recovered by the Cougars.
Jason, would you expect something like that when you're up 41-6?
Honestly, I'm not really sure, but
That one caught me off guard. Think maybe the mercy rule could be used at any time, or
probably I would say so.
I mean, I've never seen going for an onside kick when you're up 41-6 with 3 minutes left in the first half.
I'll say it. I've said it before, and I'll say it again. Don't get too comfortable with winning. I learned that the hard way back in my day.
Talk about the mercy rule. I remember a high school game. Franklin throws, tipped, incomplete, and it looks like he is injured. And can he get up? Yes. The pass was intended to number 14. It'll be second down. Frank Adu was the intended receiver. So I was going back earlier. I was telling you about the high school game. There was a high school game that they scored over 100 points and there was no mercy rule.
That's absurd to me, in my opinion.
That happened last year. Franklin throws complete down to the 46-yard line. And one thing too, Jason, I've seen a lot of teams score a lot of points, especially in the pros. I recall in 1999, the Jaguars scored 62 on the Miami Dolphins, which was Dan Marino's last game in his retirement. And then Drew Brees of the Saints scored 62 on the Colts in 2011. So we've seen moments in sports where teams score high points.
What we also seen in sports is absolute amazing comebacks. Cougars still have an amazing chance here to win tonight. 3 minutes left of the second quarter.
Franklin is going to go down this time.
But the Vikings defense answering for absolutely everything.
Hey, yes, you're right about that, Jason. I have seen comebacks as well. And I know a couple too, back in my day as well. As you recall, you ever heard of a guy named Peyton Manning?
I actually do, yes.
In 2003, he led the Colts to a comeback win over the Bucks, and they were down more than 21 points with 5 minutes left in the fourth quarter, and they ended up winning that game in overtime. And I know another one. This game was known as the Monday Night Miracle in 2000. With the Jets and Dolphins, they were down 30-7, and the Jets ended up winning 40-37. Anything can happen. We've seen it in history. And Peyton Manning is also one of those great quarterbacks too. He's led comebacks before too. That was one of them.
Replay, fourth down.
Meanwhile, a penalty again on the Cougars. I tell you, Jason, it's good weather out here right now, especially after the 100-degree weather we had out here earlier today.
A heat wave here in Long Beach.
There is a kick by the Cougars, and that's going to take a bounce at the 42-yard line. A minute and 56 left in the first half. The Vikings are up 41-6. And the Vikings have 2 timeouts. Cougars have 1 timeout.
Personally, what do you think the Cougars have to put into their mind, what do you think they have to switch in their mindsets in order to switch this game around?
I used to play high school as well. I've seen where teams are down big, but when you're in the locker room, you just have to play hard. You play hard 60 minutes. That's what we're taught to do, regardless of the outcome. Caldwell throws. Oh, he overthrows.
Canoe not.
He had Dinwiddie and Ridley around there.
Not missing many shots. That was one of the first of this game.
He hasn't had that many misses so far tonight. He's been pretty much, perfect on his throws.
Almost fully accurate.
He's had a few misses. Some of them were overthrown. So, but he's played extremely well here in this first half. Caldwell from the shotgun, 2nd down and 10. And he is going to the left side, and that is caught incomplete. Sean Remil Brown. Remil Brown, the receiver. And look at that. They are on the other side again. The Vikings are not letting up from the 44. Caldwell going deep again, has a man downfield. Can't make the grab.
So close.
Jaquavian Caldwell, number 7, the intended receiver. Nice coverage play there by Taiwan Jones, stopping the big play.
1 minute and 27 seconds left of the second quarter.
Vikings trying to get more points before the half. Second down and 10. Caldwell back to throw. He's going up again. This time he has a man. And he goes a couple yards back, but they are going to give the forward progress. And Kyle Miller makes the play there.
The Vikings absolutely tearing it up this bottom half of the quarter. And they're not lighting up either.
Another touchdown. It's Ridley again. There's another penalty marker down. I tell you, it's starting to see more yellows here again. Jason, what do you think?
A whole lot of yellows this whole game.
What do you think Coach Peabody will say in practice this week?
Probably going to practice on not getting so many yellow cards.
I think both teams will have to practice trying to avoid that laundry going on the field, because we've seen a lot of that, especially here in the first half.
Personal foul, roughing the quarterback, number 9 of the defense. That penalty is declined. The result of the play is a touchdown.
It looks like, Jason, the coach is going to have to teach about hitting the quarterback late, because that is another personal foul.
Along with another touchdown.
You know, if that ever happened in the NFL, I guarantee you that'll get deducted from their pockets.
Vikings are looking to get the extra point.
Another touchdown here. And it'll be 48-6 with 53 seconds here in the first half. (48-6) with 53 seconds left. And again, folks, we do want to say that tonight's game is being produced by the students in the radio and television program here at Long Beach City College. For more information, you can log into our website at www.lbcc.edu. Did I mention it's the award-winning radio and television program here at Long Beach City College?
It is true. I've been here for 2 years. Absolutely amazing. I get to do stuff like this.
This is a great program, that is for sure.
Great opportunities.
.53 seconds left in this first half, 48-6 Vikings. Ray Sanchez getting ready to kick it off again. What a first half this was.
Amazing first half for the Vikings.
Burns has it, and he is tackled at the 25-yard line. And Jason, this is not the same 4-16 last year. This is very, very different from last season.
Completely different energy. And it's the energy that they need to do well this season.
They did have games last season where the Vikings did lose, and they allowed more points. And so far tonight, they've put up 48 points in one half. It'll be 1st and 10 from the 25. Franklin's still in that quarterback, and oh, that's intercepted, or did it hit the ground? And referee says incomplete. That would have been the 2nd turnover of this game.
Jamarlo Campbell almost with the 2nd interception of the game.
Franklin threw that ball as he was facing pressure. 44 seconds left. 2nd and 10 from the 25. Cougars have 1 timeout left here. Second down and 10 from their 25-yard line. 4 wide receivers. Franklin back to throw. Throws deep again this time. Oh, he dropped it. Pass intended to Kalen Rambo, number 6. It'll be 3rd down coming up here. Would you say this will be like an explosive start to this 2022 season?
100%. The Vikings have showed nothing but greatness here tonight. I do think that this will maybe set back the Cougars just a tiny bit. It could rather set them back or fire them up for the upcoming games this season.
Now, you're the Vikings. I know it's going to be halftime. If you're Coach Peabody, would you consider making a change for the second half?
I think as what they're doing right now, answering for absolutely everything, I don't think there's much of a change to be had.
Meanwhile, we have a sack. Luke Tomalataye on the sack. Lost his helmet, too. And he's very excited of that. You got a sack. You have a right to be happy. And LBCC Vikings will use their timeout.
32 seconds left of the second quarter. If you're just joining us tonight,
well, yeah, missed a lot.
You missed a lot. 48 points for the Vikings, 6 points for the Cougars. We've seen great plays from people like Franklin here tonight. Michael Franklin, number 8 for the Cougars, showing accuracy and an amazing play earlier this second quarter.
What do you say about the play of Keanu Campbell-Caldwell, the quarterback for the Vikings?
I think he's been firing it up this whole game. He's been almost 100% accurate. He's been showing nothing but that he's ready to tear this season up.
I'm very excited of the play of Trinae Ridley so far in his first half, especially the punt return he got after losing one to a penalty earlier in the game. The 75-yard punt return that pretty much blew the game wide open. And then Andre Davidi, number 11, he's made a lot of good plays tonight so far. Fourth and 13. And Ridley is there to see if he can get a second return. Let's see if he gets a chance at it, and no, he doesn't. It'll be at the 45-yard line where the ball went out of bounds. And the Vikings will come out to work with just 25 seconds left in the half. You have 1 timeout left, Jason. What do you say? Try to go for a touchdown or get yourself in position for a field goal?
I would say at this point, the one thing that has worked was a gambling trick. But at the same time, the Vikings just know how to answer to everything. The Vikings defense, the Vikings offense.
I mean, when was the last time you seen a team put up 48 points in just 30 minutes?
Listen, every time I've been to a football game, my favorite team would lose. But here tonight, I can't really say which is my favorite team, but I'm saying the Vikings are doing an amazing job here tonight.
Caldwell gets a free play,
Oh, my.
and Ridley makes a big play out of it. Thought it was going to be a loss, but
Trinell Ridley with the amazing highlight for that play just right there.
and the Cougars look like they were offsides again. Meanwhile, we have a player down on the field. That is Jai Torres, number 3, who is being attended to by the trainers and coaching staff. And we have a timeout on the field for an injury timeout. Meanwhile, there's a penalty marker on the field.
Offsides on the defense. That penalty is declined. Second down.
So they declined the offsides penalty. And Caldwell just threw it out of pressure. (48-6) with 16 seconds left in his first half. Again, we have an injury timeout on the field. It looks like Jai Torres, number 3, is being attended to by trainers. And he is back on his feet, and that is a good sign too, as he is walking to the Cougars sideline. So it'll be second down and 3, 16 seconds left. And it looks like they're getting ready for to get the Vikings in field goal range for Mario De La Torre.
Do you think we'll see another touchdown here in the last 16 seconds of this quarter?
It just depends on what they're going to call here at this play. From the 37, Caldwell is back to throw. He's going for the end zone. Oh, and that is in the hands of the defender, incomplete. It looks like Ramel Brown, number 2, was the intended receiver. He was able to beat his defender. And that was tipped by Adrian Wilson. So 3rd and 3 with 11 seconds left. What would you call here, Jason? Would you get another shot to the end zone or try to get closer for a field goal attempt?
Personally, I would try to get closer for a field goal attempt.
You do have one timeout as well. 3rd down, and here came the blitz, and Caldwell gets away from it, and he slides down to the 32-yard line.
4 seconds left till halftime.
Vikings use their last timeout.
Timeout. Timeout. Long Beach City College.
And I believe that is their 3rd and final timeout of the half. So it looks like they're going to try to get a field goal here with 3 seconds left.
First down, Vikings.
4 seconds left. The ball is at the 33-yard line.
That is Long Beach City College, last time out of the half.
As the referee mentioned, this is the last time out of the Vikings for this half. And they are going for the field goal here, Jason. Mario De La Torre.
It's a long ways away.
This is about a 50-yard attempt. Here's the kick. And he makes it through the middle.
What a kick.
50 yards.
What a way to end the half of the game. Vikings, 51 points. LA Southwest, the Cougars, with 6 points. And that is halftime, folks.
What an impressive play here by Long Beach in the first half.
He was holding his shoulder like I think his shoulder, his bone came out.
Well, I didn't want to say nothing because I didn't see because I was looking at the play.
Yeah, that's why I wanted to tell you, but you were like focused on the play, so that's why I was like, I'll just wait.
No, I saw him down, but I thought he took a shot. That's why I wasn't sure.
No, he was down, and then he came out like going like this, like his shoulder was out.
Straight fucked up. Yo, yeah. Fuck yeah. Is that bad? Huh? The shit?
Imagine he jinxed it out of nowhere, they come back.
They really did that field goal for nothing.
Why?
No, that was just like a showboat field goal. Like, yeah, we can do
Just
it.
let the timeline like run out.
Yeah, points, dude.
They were like, we could beat you by field goals if we really wanted to.
This team, don't fucking put a
Like-
7 in there.
That's just like saying, yeah, we could basically have you just like kite us all the way down to halfway and just still get a score.
So there's no way to know. There's no way to know because they haven't decided for the team.
Didn't they get put up there or what?
The idea
They had to
is
come down
that-
and go.
I wouldn't be surprised if they had to come down. I know some of the coaches just left. Before the halftime started, some of the coaches that were up there
Yeah, the
from,
coordinators.
yeah, they just left.
I'm like, you didn't know you would for us.
I'm so sweaty.
The way he said, we get the camera and I was like, bruh.
I tried so hard not to laugh at that, by the way.
He's lucky he didn't stay on live stream. I think Hirsch would have yelled like, "What the fuck, dude?"
Even him doing that on a live broadcast, he should have gotten in trouble. But God, it was so funny.
Bro, Professor was yelling, bro. He's like, #2.
Hey.
Did you have a seizure?
Get used to that.
Because like #2 isn't responding, so I was like, he was like, #2, do you have a seizure? And I'm like, no.
Hey, that's how he's the way he talks. That's why he's the best in the business.
He sometimes he's like,
Can't take it personal though. That's how producers are, dude.
yeah.
Not just
The
him.
guy's like, he hurt my feelings. Remember the one that was there?
I don't know.
He was like, he hurt my feelings.
Where is he? I saw him earlier too. I was right. He's down there.
Huh? Oh fuck that shit, dude. Man, what's up, blah, blah, blah.
Maybe the kid with the hat.
He was leaving me hanging, dude.
Yep,
Every time, I'm like Jason, and like I'm like.
Well, it was just the first quarter. I'm a little bit better at the second quarter.
It was like Jason, and you're like. I know your ass was laughing, dude. I saw it in the corner of your eye.
What fucked me up was I couldn't see the numbers.
No, some of the players don't have numbers, so I don't know who the fuck who.
Yeah.
Bro, I thought you guys were gonna speak on the speakers because you know when you talk like.
We echo. Is that just from me or you?
That was the speakers, dude. I think that was the speakers.
And it fucks with me too, because with this, their numbers are in order with the people, but then this is alphabetical order.
This
So
one they all have the same numbers, dude. So if it says O, they're offense.
That's
D,
right.
defense.
But it's in they're like that. Their number is their number on their jersey.
Yeah.
This isn't the case. So it's off.
There he is. I see him. Homeboy.
Oh. There he is.
He just steps in the middle of the field.
Right as you replies. Yeah, hey, you see?
Better watch him. Their boyfriends may be one of the players, though. Come
know,
over here and
imagine.
beat your ass, bro.
Imagine he comes up here like, who said that? I'm like, it was Jason. he
SC
starts going after you.
Fucking SC blew him out. 66 to 14.
That's crazy.
USC beat Rice.
Damn, bro. I don't know who Rice is, but damn. Like, I don't know who Rice is.
Why?
Just watching soccer on my phone.
At least you're watching that.
Bro, just being here, he's like, he's sweating a lot, huh? Like,
Honestly, I'd rather be up here than on the field, actually.
I feel like we can see
Breeze is gone,
everything.
though. We're not even live.
we're not?
No.
I thought we were supposed to go live.
Oh, hold on. Oh, I see. Oh, yeah.
There he is.
Are you not live?
No, the YouTube live stream is there.
I think this is literally what the live stream sees right now. Is what this is.
Oh, yeah, we were live. We are live.
Imagine if Professor comes up here angry.
Why would you come up here angry?
No, like, I'm just saying, like, you know how, because, like, the camera too.
Dude's not walking up the stairs.
He's not gonna walk up the stairs and yell at you. He's gonna yell at you
He
when
did
you
it
go
once
downstairs.
today. He's not gonna do it again. No
Who
offense.
yell at?
I'm gonna be like,
Not yelled, but came up here.
I'm gonna be like, it's not me, it was the.
Tell
That's so funny, bro. But God, you're not supposed to do that stuff.
What?
Just to say, yo, can you take this camera, bro? I gotta take a break. This is so funny, but
He just
God.
came in. He came in outside to take it.
And his face was so worried. He was like, he was so stressed too.
Bro, I'm groundhogging over here.
Get ready, we're gonna go live in 3 minutes. He said 7 minutes, we should be back on.
7 minutes?
At
What
7
is
minutes,
this?
come back or put the headsets back on to check up on him.
Yeah, so.
Cause he'll probably tell us like, yo, do this and this
Maybe
better.
if you want to switch, ask. And tell me your last name so I can introduce you.
Tim Morris, that's my last name.
And don't, hey, you leave me hanging too. I'm kicking you up.
Oh, like, it's because you let him talk a lot, that's why.
It was only the first quarter. The second quarter I did better.
Yeah.
You know, wrong.
I think
Still
he's
is,
talking to, I think he's talking to the.
It could be his phone.
Oh, like, dude, he's not talking to her.
live from TikTok. Bro, man. He's like, you better not leave me hanging.
Yeah, because every time I say Jason, like
Jason
doesn't
doesn't
say shit.
respond.
I wasn't prepared.
Like Steven tomorrow.
And I don't say nothing, you just leave me hanging.
I'll beat the shit out of you, dude, I swear, man.
He's like, I'll beat you. I don't care for a lie or anything, bro.
Did I do better in the second quarter or no?
You actually did better than saying nothing. You let me hang in the first quarter, dude.
I knew, and
No, you started getting better when I started telling those stories.
Yeah, because I got comfortable at that point. I was like, you know
like,
what?
you're
I'm
a-
gonna just be myself, and I'm
Like,
chilling.
you heard of Peyton Manning, you know?
Yeah, I heard of Peyton Manning.
Here they come.
I learned the hard way to just
Peyton
be
Manning
like
used to play for the
loose.
Colts, the Broncos.
Yeah, I'm not gonna lie, I don't blame that guy.
He
Now,
got
'cause I
going
don't
on the
take
Super Bowl against the Seahawks.
Yeah, I think it's you.
Go now, dude.
Nah, bro. Think I can finish in 8 minutes? Hell no.
They lost.
Is there a toilet up here too?
Yeah, there's a bathroom up there, dude.
That's weird.
That looks like. You just go like.
There's no way.
Oh, dude, I'm reading the comments about you, Jason.
About me?
Yeah.
What happened?
Is it the people from downstairs or what?
No, it was on YouTube. They were talking about, I think Jason dropped the F-bomb by mistake.
I didn't drop an F-bomb. Wait, who is it? Let me see.
They were talking about, I think Jason dropped the F-bomb by mistake.
I didn't drop anything.
Maybe you said it, but you didn't like. Or
I didn't say it, because I purposely keep it like I'm.
maybe someone's just trying to like say that.
Someone's trying to take my career
Yeah,
down,
someone's
yo.
trying to, like-
What?
Maybe someone's trying to be.
It could have sounded like I said it, but I
I know
promise
you
I
didn't
didn't.
say it. It probably sounded like you said that.
Because if I said it, he would have punched me.
Yeah.
Like, he would have tapped
Yeah,
me.
one of y'all dropped a curse for sure.
Bro, when?
I don't know.
Does it say the time when they said it or hell no?
No, they were saying it.
Oh, can we hear this? Promise? Oh, Pinky promise you right now they can't hear us. Because if they can, then that makes sense.
I see these times. Yeah, they are here, guys.
Either way. I figure it's fair, so I shouldn't take it the whole time. I can't do camera. I'm He said go back on at 7, so. I just checked it, nobody's talking about it.
I'll just fuck with it for now.
Alright, see if I can. If he says tight, that means like.
Yeah, you just want to
Yeah. That's what he was asking me. He was like, zoom in. I didn't know how to zoom in.
Because I guess like it's the close shot after the play's done. Then you're like already zoomed in and it goes to the.
Yeah.
The guys in the bottom are all butthurt.
Where are they at?
Audio rip.
Announcers, are you back?
Yes.
I'm here.
Okay, great. We're going to, the beginning of the half, about 10 seconds left to go. We're going to dissolve the flag and clean up the field.
Hey,
Perfect.
Mr. Hirsch. Jason was asking if he could switch with Steven for the second half.
I'm sorry, say that again?
Jason wanted to ask you if he could switch with Steven for the second half.
So he could get some experience in.
What do you mean, do play-by-play?
He wants to hand the headset to Steven for this half.
For color.
Right, so Jason wants to do play-by-play instead of color.
No.
No, he wants to switch out with Steven.
Switch out. Sure. Steven.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's fine.
Okay.
All right, Steven, you're up.
Perfect. Thank you.
Just show Steven.
Yeah.
Headsets.
Yeah. I'll show him.
That's fine.
This is the ball.
Right here. So, Jason right here.
Right, so we're going to start this half with the scoreboard.
And welcome back to Veterans Stadium here at Long Beach City College, where the Vikings lead the LA Southwest College Cougars 51-6. I'm now being joined here by Steven Timores. And Steven, you've seen the first half. What's your take on what's happened so far here these first 30 minutes?
No, I mean, LBCC is playing super good. It's not the same team that it was back then when they were 4-6, but this team came out strong and they're showing that they can make the playoffs and they could win it all.
And I totally agree with you. This is not the same team that went 4-6 last year, especially to come out and put 51 points in a half is pretty amazing. I mean, you look at this. You look how they scored. They scored on offense. Defense has been stopping this offense, and they scored on special teams. That's the perfect recipe to get a win here tonight. And for the way the score is, unless the Cougars can put something going on in the second half, Long Beach has his game pretty much in hand, even though we have about another 30 minutes left in this half. And Long Beach did receive the ball in the first half, so they will kick here to start the second half. And in 5 possessions, they had 4 scores.
4 scores?
3 touchdowns in the first 3 possessions. What is your take on the Cougars side? You know, what do you believe what was talked about in the locker room at halftime?
Maybe too much flags they be throwing in. Probably like they be fighting each other, but probably the coach said, I want you guys to stay focused, no fighting, and making sure you guys are not offsides or anything like that.
Well, one of the things I've seen in the first half was penalties. There were some penalties that the Cougars had made errors as far as, you know, jumping off sides. But one of the big things that I did see was when they were hit with roughing the passer penalties, where they would hit the quarterback late, especially after the ball was thrown. Those are some of those errors you can't have, because you're basically giving the other team first downs and possessions. As we've seen in the first half, there were a couple of personal foul penalties that got the Vikings to keep the ball and get points on the board. But one thing I do see for sure, the defense has stepped up, you know, denying the Cougars a touchdown in that one possession right before the half, where they got an interception in the end zone. So as we get set to kick here for the second half, it's 51-6 Vikings. As we get set for the kickoff here. Mario Del Torre will get set to kick this one off as we start the second half. Again, Long Beach won the toss, received in the first half, and they will kick off here to start the second. And it's good, as mentioned before, it's good to have the crowd back here in the stadium tonight.
Yep.
And especially on a hot summer day as it's been, especially these last few days, it's good to have the crowd out here.
Cheering on the Vikings.
What do you think the points they'll put up this time? If they put up 51 points, you think they could put up more with the way they played?
Probably they could put up like 70 points. If they play like how they were playing the first 2 quarters, then yeah.
Well, now if you're Coach Peabody, would you still keep your starters in there, or would you have them sit out for this one? And
There's been a game change in the timing of the quarters for the third and fourth quarters. The third quarter will be 12 minutes in length. Please reset the game clock to 12 minutes. The fourth quarter will be 12 minutes in length.
So it looks
Thank you.
Looks like the game will be reset to 12 minutes in this second half. So 12 minutes in the third quarter, 12 minutes in the fourth quarter.
Yep.
You think it's part of a mercy rule, or?
Maybe they don't want to go all maybe 15 and 15, so probably they brought it down to 12 and 12.
So just in case if you just joined us here for the second half, it will now be played at 12 minutes instead of the 15. 12 minutes in the third quarter, 12 minutes in the fourth quarter. And here we are underway in the second half. Burns gets it at the 1, to the 15. Still on his feet. And he is tackled at about the 21-yard line, and that is where the Cougars will go to work. So it'll be 1st and 10 for the Cougars here. First play of the second half. And again, it'll be 12 minutes in the third quarter, 12 minutes in the fourth quarter. Score currently stands at 51-6. Your Long Beach City College Vikings are up. Opening night of the 2022 season here. Vikings trying to improve from a 4-6 record and a 2-3 conference record a year ago. Ball's at the 17-yard line. Michael Franklin still in there at quarterback. Pass is caught, complete. That'll bring up second down to Henry Sparks, number 18.
Morning Gray with the reception. Gain of 3, second and 7. Ball to the Cougars, 1-yard line.
So that'll be a pickup of 3 yards. Second down and 7, 51-6, Vikings. Start of the second half. From the 20-yard line. Handoff. And Vikings are right there, and they're not going to let him go anywhere.
Corey Martin with the tackle for a loss.
Corey Martin making the stop there.
4-yard loss on the play, brings up 3rd and 11.
It'll be a loss of 4, 3rd and 11 from the 16.
16-yard line.
Shotgun position for Franklin. He has 4 receivers, 3 receivers to the right. Like he's showing the 4-3 defense. Franklin throws, and that is incomplete. That was stopped by Hagan Foreman, number 7. Burns on the intended receiver, and Steven, quick 3 and out here for the Cougars.
Yep. What great defense.
So the Vikings will get the ball back here.
Let's see if the Vikings could put up some points.
Trenell Ridgely is back to receive for Long Beach, and he did receive the punt return for a touchdown earlier in the game, a 75-yard return. And that is going to be picked up at about the 42, down to the 32-yard line. So that's where the Vikings will kick off the third quarter here. And let's see if Kinu Campo Caldwell will remain at quarterback for the Vikings. 51-6, 10:03 left in this third quarter, and the Vikings have the ball. Yes, and it looks like Stephen Caldwell's gonna sit out this half.
Yeah, probably they're trying to give their other players time, minutes to play.
First down carry. Will Madonna is in at quarterback. 6'2", 207. First year here at the Long Beach City College out of Mayfair High School. Second and 10 from the 33. 51-6 Vikings, and got a penalty marker down, Steven.
Offsides.
It looks like the Cougars jumped again.
Yes.
Coaching staff of the Cougars side saying that the Vikings jumped. Let's see what the officials say, but it looked here that the Cougars went across the line first before that snap.
Dead ball, offsides on the defense. Replay second down.
So all sides on the defense. And again, this is the scenario that put the Cougars in a tough spot in the first half. Penalties. We've seen a lot of penalties in that first half, Steven.
Yep.
Again, Will Madonna in that quarterback.
And another offsides.
We've seen that color yellow on the field so much tonight.
Yeah.
See if the Cougars will.
Dead ball, offsides on the defense, number 40. Replay second down.
See if Los Angeles will be able to work on those improvements this week in practice.
Brings up second and 1 for the Vikings.
That was number 40, right?
24-yard line.
That's correct.
Dante Sharp.
So it's an easy second and 1 here. Back to throw.
He throws it complete.
Complete, and that'll be a first down. Will McDonald's first pass of the night.
That pass completes to Tylen Cooper.
Tylen Cooper, number 88, makes the catch, and that'll be a first down for Long Beach. Move the chains. First and 10 at the 19.
Dead ball. Offsides on the defense. Replay first down.
That is about the third offsides on his drive, Steven.
Too much. The yellow flag keeps coming out way too much.
You wonder if the Cougars are trying to jump that count at the same time, but it looks like they're the ones that are jumping before the snap. So that's 3 straight offsides here, and now they're in the red zone again. First and 5 from the 14. Will Madonna back to throw. Oh,
Incomplete.
just a little bit underthrown there. That looks like that was intended for Trinell Ridley, number 1. Actually, no, that was
That pass incomplete.
Andre DeViti, number 11. And Steven, offense is not letting up.
Second and 5.
I thought they were gonna play how they played the first and second quarter.
I'm pretty sure. I'm pretty sure. Will Madonna is saying, "Hey, I could throw the ball too," you know.
Yeah.
This time they hand it off. Deshaun Newman, the running back, and he gets the first down.
Gain of 9 and a first down, Vikings.
So it'll be first and goal from the 5, 51-6. Vikings, 8:15 and counting left in this third quarter. Will Madonna hands it off. Again to
Touchdown.
Deshaun Newman. And he is in. Touchdown Vikings.
And a touchdown, Vikings.
And that raises it up to 57-6 with 8:05 left. What an offensive, explosive night here for Long Beach, wouldn't you say?
Yes, that was a nice drive right there. Quarterback hands it off to the running back and
This is
scores.
definitely a team that didn't go 4-6 last year.
This
The
is-
offseason made a lot of improvements, and this offense has come out exploding. And if they could put a run like this season, they're not gonna be stopped. The extra point is good. With 8 minutes and 5 seconds left, the Vikings lead 58-6.
Slow motion, slow motion.
As we see it's a
Slow
replay right here.
Number 5.
Brown on the running carry gets the touchdown,
Oh. Touchdown.
and it's 58-6 with 8:05 left. The next game for the Vikings will be at Riverside College,
Riverside College.
where they lost 24-6 here last season, and pretty sure they still remember that game.
Pretty sure the Vikings gonna want to get their revenge on the Riverside team.
And that kick is going to go out of bounds. Kickoff out of bounds by the Vikings special teams. And it'll be first and 10 for the Cougars offense. 58-6. 8 minutes and 5 seconds left in the second half here, third quarter.
So what do you expect from the Cougars in this drive?
Well, when you're down 58-6, all you got to do is just play hard. I've seen this game for so many years. Even though you're down big, you still have to go out there and play hard. Even for 60 minutes, no matter what the score is, you go out there and you play hard. And that's what these players have been taught. You play to the whistle or the 0-0 on the game clock.
Yeah, I agree with you.
And let's see if the offense can get things going here from the 25, following the kickoff out of bounds. And it looks like Michael Franklin is still in. Meanwhile, there is a stoppage of play here. Here we go, 1st and 10 from the 25. Franklin back to throw. Rolls to his left. He's got 2 defenders on him, 3 defenders. Shovel passes it on the ground. And that will be an incomplete pass. That was a dangerous pass right there, Steven.
Yes, it was. He was lucky that the cornerback didn't intercept the ball.
He's actually lucky that that pass wasn't picked because it looks like it could have been or been ruled a fumble.
Yeah, if he would have picked that off, he would have been by himself scoring that touchdown right there.
So it'll be 2nd and 10 from the 35. Vikings up 58-6. Ball is at the 35-yard line. Again, Michael Franklin is still in the game for the Cougars. And he throws it, tries to throw it, and he throws it complete. Oh, and the ball is loose on the field.
It's a fumble.
Fumble recovered by the Vikings.
Number 0.
Down to about the 48, 49-yard line. And there's a flag on the play. I looked like, Steven, that he went past the line of scrimmage when he made that throw.
Yeah. It was recovered by Jake Otto, number 0, the linebacker.
That looked like that was way past the line of scrimmage when he made that throw by Michael Franklin. Meanwhile, there is a fumble, and it was recovered by Long Beach, so they get the ball back here. But again, there is a flag on the play. Ball is at the 47-yard line. And it looks like they're making a switch here. Here's the referee's call.
On the return, personal foul, unnecessary roughness on number 90 of the return team, which was defense. 15-yard penalty, first down.
Elijah Bradley, number 90. So that's going to push the Vikings back here to the 35. They're actually going to mark it here at the 32. But the Vikings do keep the ball, and that last flag was a personal foul. It looked like he did go past the line of scrimmage, though, wouldn't you say, Steven?
Yeah, it looked like he did.
We thought the flag was for that, but they called personal foul on Long Beach, and it'll be at the 32. Will McDonald in the quarterback, and he gets sacked. Didn't see that one coming.
Yeah, I didn't see that either. He dropped the ball, and then he picked it right back up, and number 30 got a chance to sack him.
Tyjuan Jones, number 30, made the sack on that play. It'll be 2nd down and 17 from the 25. Will Madonna in at quarterback. Shotgun position. Back to throw. Again, here comes the pressure. This time he throws it upfield and overthrows his receiver. Elijah Lewis, number 15, was the intended receiver on that play. And Steven, he had him. He just overthrew him there by a couple yards.
Yep. If he would have never overthrown, he would have had him perfect for that touchdown right there. He was going to be gone by himself.
So it'll be 3rd and 17 from the 25. But, yeah, just a few yards he missed it by. That would have been a touchdown right there for the Vikings.
Yes.
3rd and 17. And the Will Madonna back throw again. try to throw a screen pass to his running back, Deshaun Newman, but incomplete. Quick 3 and out here for Long Beach. So you talk about that last play, that would have been a touchdown for sure.
Yeah.
He was just a few yards off.
If he would have throw it perfectly straight to him, he would have been gone by himself.
And Elijah Lewis is actually 5'11", 184. That's a pretty good size right there.
Yeah.
Just missed it by a bunch, though. And I'm pretty sure they're going to talk about that on the sidelines. And it is now 4th and 17 with 6:50 left in the third quarter. Vikings up 58-6 here. And here's the punt. It's going to take a Viking bounce to the 30-yard line, 31-yard line, and that's where the ball comes to a close. So the Cougars offense will take the field again with 6:36 left here in this third quarter.
The Cougars offense stopping the Vikings from scoring a touchdown.
And again, to remind you, the third quarter, fourth quarter, it is at 12 minutes, not the 15 minutes. It'll be at 12 minutes. So when the fourth quarter starts, it'll be at 12 minutes. 58-6 Vikings. Cougars got the ball, 1st and 10 from their 31-yard line. Michael Franklin's still in at quarterback. 3 wide receivers. Shotgun takes a snap, back to throw. Comes the defense, and this time he's going to go down again. Another sack by the Vikings defense. Corey Martin, another sack. What a way to respond on that first play, wouldn't you say?
Yes. But what a run. How he went around and sacked the quarterback.
Oh, yeah, Corey Martin is pretty fast right there. 6'11", 245 out of Sarah High School.
If Corey Martin plays how he's playing right now, I think they have a chance to sack other quarterbacks and other teams they play against.
If he could put plays like that, he'll be on the spotlight for sure.
Yes, sir.
It'll be 2nd and 20 from the 21. Franklin throws. Pass is caught. Out of bounds. To Amari Gray, number 10. It'll be 3rd down. Third and 18 coming up from the 23. Steven, what would you say on this 3rd down? You put more pressure on the defense or try to play out the pass?
I'll say I'll put more pressure to the defense so you can go straight to the quarterback and sack the quarterback.
Vikings lead at 58-6. 5 minutes left in this third quarter. Franklin takes the snap. He is going deep, has a man open, wide field. Burns has it. Can't hold on. Burns is the intended receiver. Kawasia Burns, and he had it there, but it just couldn't complete that grab.
That was nice pressure by the defense there.
But that was a good play, though, by Franklin to get that ball down, get rid of it. And, you know, his receiver tried to make the catch but wasn't able to make the completion.
Yeah.
So it'll be another 3 and out for the Cougars. Los Angeles will punt. And it's like Bryce Jones, number 9, is going to get this punt for Long Beach. He has it at the 50 past midfield to the 40. And he is taken down at about the 38-yard line. And actually, that's Kyle Miller, number 8. His first punt of the night. Taking place for Trenell Risley, who again had a 75-yard punt return in the first half, Steven. Very explosive he is.
Yes.
And in the offseason, it was mentioned that he was going to be used to be a slot receiver and play a role in that return game. And he sure played that well tonight here.
he even showed everybody that he's a good punt returner, and
For those of you that joined us late in the first half, he did have a punt return for a touchdown, but was called back on a holding penalty, but was able to get another touchdown return here in the first half. Vikings have it, 1st and 10 from the 38. Will Madonna in that quarterback, rolls to his right. He's going to keep it, 35, 30, out of bounds at about the 29. Good job finding the open hole there to get a couple yards there for his offense. Picks up 8. It'll be 2nd down and 2. Vikings lead it 58-6. Inside the Cougar territory again. 2nd and 2. Well, Madonna's going to throw again. Throws it up the middle. Complete. Down to the 8-yard line. Remil Brown. And again, Steven, in the red zone.
But what a nice throw from the quarterback, finding his receiver open.
He did a good job knowing that the pressure was coming, and good job on Brown being open in the middle and is able to pick up some extra yardage too.
If the defender wasn't there, Brown
He would have had a touchdown.
Brown would have been wide open by himself with that touchdown.
58-6 Vikings, 1st and goal from the 9. Shotgun position, 3 wide receivers. He will throw again. Madonna will throw again. And has an open man in the end zone. Touchdown, Vikings. There he is again, Andre Davidi. Another touchdown reception. And how about this, Steven? Will Madonna gets his first touchdown of the season here.
Nice throw and nice catch by his receiver.
And now that puts the score at 64-6 with 3:23 left in the 3rd quarter.
This is a different Viking team that we've seen this year.
They came out strong and hard, and they've proven it so far for 3 quarters. Extra point is blocked. Mario De La Torre misses his 2nd extra point of the night. He had missed one earlier in the first half, and now this time he misses it. It looks like it was blocked. Meanwhile, there's a penalty marker on the field.
Is that a possible offsides?
Offsides. On the defense, we play the untimed down.
You seen that coming from a mile away, wasn't it, Steven?
Yes.
So that negates the miss, and he'll get another shot at it. (64-6). Extra point pending. High snap. And this time he puts it through. Oh, the dangerous snap. So with 3 minutes and 23 seconds left, the Vikings are up 65-6 on the Cougars. And here we go with another replay of the touchdown pass from Will Madonna to his receiver, Andre Dembidi. And look at that catch right there.
What a catch.
He is known for his size, and he showed it right there.
A perfect throw by the quarterback.
Seen a lot of those touchdown passes tonight, and you see with the score 65-3, 3 minutes, 23 seconds left here. (65-6), Steven. So far, what do you think of Will Madonna? You think there'll be a competition here between him?
Yes, I think it'll be
between him and Kinu Campo-Caldwell?
Yes, I think it will be a competition to see who gets the starting QB job, or if he'll get a chance to play.
Tackled at the 20, returning for the Cougars. That was number 18 on the Cougars. Henry Sparks. And as mentioned before, Steven, in the offseason, there was a good quarterback battle between those two. And Campo actually played well in the first half. Very, very well. You wonder now if Will Madonna plays well here. What do you think? They may be looking at this again, maybe make it a possible switch, or
Maybe if he plays how he's playing right now, probably he might have a chance to play probably against Riverside.
he did have that first drive was a 3 and out, but this time around he was able to lead the team down the field for a touchdown.
Yeah.
Michael Franklin in at quarterback still for the Cougars. 1st and 10 from the 21. And he gets away from the defense. Can't get away again. This time he's down. That will go as a sack. Boy, Steven, this offense has really, really taken a hit tonight.
But the defense is showing that they could hang with any team that they play against.
Ball at the Cougars' 19-yard line.
There will be a team to reckon with this year if, with the play they have tonight and the season, you play like that, that's a big recipe for wins.
Yep. If they play how they played here, probably they'll play good against Riverside.
And remember, under Coach Peabody, they finished first place in their conference 4 times in his 9 seasons here. Pass incomplete. 3rd down coming up. And then we did, as we talk about Coach Brett Peabody here at the Vikings, 55 and 30 in his 10 years, entering his 10th year tonight. 26 and 17 in conference play.
55 and 30?
And again, finishing first place in that in the conference 4 times in his 9 years here. He's really put this program well on the map. Franklin on 3rd down throws complete for a short gain. And that'll bring up 4th down. Let's see if they're going to go ahead and punt the ball here. And the Vikings are getting their punt return team set up. And it looks like Caldwell's going to get the punt for this one here, Steven.
Yes, sir.
Looks like they're trying to see who else can return a punt for a touchdown.
Yeah.
Again, Trenell really had one in the first half and trying to see if anyone else can match that up.
They're having competition to see who could have the punt return spot or something like that.
He's got it at the 48. There's a penalty marker down to the left side. 30, 20, still in bounds. Inside the 15 to about the 11. But there is a penalty marker down on the field at about the 39.
Too much penalty flags today.
Looks like that is a return of about 30 yards. See if this play stands or if it's going to come back.
Holding on the return team, 10-yard penalty for the foul. 1st down.
And that's going to negate the return. Would have had it inside the 25 to the 23, but now it's going to go back. The Vikings offense will go back out again. With 53 seconds left in this 3rd quarter, 65-6 Long Beach. And again, after tonight's game, the team will prepare for their next matchup. And their next matchup will be in Riverside. Again, trying to avenge a 24-6 loss here last season. And I recall that Riverside defense really held the Vikings offense in check. Only 6 points given up. Let's see if they're able to avenge that and return the favor here. Omadon back to throw on 1st down. Goes to his right. Penalty marker down again. Ooh. The pass is incomplete. Attended.
But there's a penalty mark on the field.
Looks like it was around the backfield, so it could be a possible holding.
Holding on the offense, number 52. 10-yard penalty. Replay, 1st down.
Nick Vilicana called for holding. So that will back the Vikings up 10 yards.
1st and 20.
seen penalties a lot tonight, Steven, but it doesn't look like it hasn't hurt the Vikings much. And you never want to hear something like that about, yes, you put up points, but penalties didn't matter. But in this case, maybe it has, maybe it hasn't. There's a handoff. Oh, lost the ball. Ball's on the ground. And if the Cougars pick it up, it looks like they do have it. Fumble on the play, recovered by Los Angeles. The first turnover of the night for the Vikings. And Adrian Wilson gets a fumble recovery credited for him.
Now let's see if the Cougars, with that fumble, they could respond or score a touchdown.
And the Cougars continue to give it their all here, despite the scoreboard still coming out and playing hard. And Michael Franklin still coming out at quarterback. The Vikings made the quarterback change here for the second half. You wonder if the Cougars are still trying to give Franklin more playing time on offense instead of going to the backups. Are you surprised by that, Steven, or is this something that you could learn as a learning experience?
No, I'm surprised. Maybe they want to give Franklin like more playing time or something.
Meanwhile, that pass was attended by Burns, and there was a lot of contact there, and a penalty flag is out, and it's going to go against the Vikings for interference. So going back to that decision, Steven, so you agree that it's okay for him to be out there still to try to get more practice with this offense?
Yes.
As we talked about at the beginning of the game, this is the first game for Los Angeles since 2019.
Pass interference on the defense. First down.
We do know that there was no 2020 season. There was no season for them in 2021. This team was actually built over the spring. They did have their offseason program, and this is their first game in a long time, as we mentioned before. And the ball will be played here at the 44, and it looks like time is going to run out for this third quarter. So
That's the end of the third quarter. Please set the game clock to 12 minutes. 12 minutes on the game clock.
So we played 12 minutes here in the third quarter, Steven. At the end of 3, it's 65-6 Vikings. And again, if you join us late, the second half is played differently. Instead of the 15 minutes, it is 12 minutes. So we just finished the first 12 minutes, and now we will play the final 12 minutes of this first game of the 2022 season for your Long Beach City College Vikings.
But what a third quarter start by the Vikings.
They still got that foot in the pedal. They haven't lit up. And you see, again, a touchdown. This time, Will Madonna throws his first touchdown of the season. And you see the scoreboard, 65-6, as we get set to play the final 12 minutes of this first regular season game.
Will Madonna wants to fight for that QB start or QB spot.
You see the Vikings sideline. What do you see there? A lot of confidence in this first game?
Yeah, I see a lot of people dancing to the music,
I tell you, this will be a great win for Long Beach. And again, they're coming off a 4-6 season. They finished 2-3 in conference play. Only the third time they had a losing record.
The way that the Vikings defense is playing, if they keep playing like that, they'll be able to stop that Riverside's offense.
There will be a force to record with this season, and they do have a tough schedule this season. And again, this team has finished first place in this conference 4 of 9 seasons under head coach of the Vikings, Brett Peabody. So that's shows how, and I've said it before during the game, it's pretty amazing how he has his program on the map, the success that he has built here at Long Beach City College.
And the players he has, the running back, the wide receivers, and the quarterback that he has.
He's talked about his defense a little bit in the offseason, how his linebackers work and train together. They even lift weights together. Shows how they're there for one and try to make each other better. And we've seen how this defense exploded tonight. Just allowing 6 points, the only touchdown for them. Fourth quarter, 1st and 10 at the 44. And
I think offsides by the...
Dead ball, false start on the offense. Replay, first down.
I think the receiver forgot the cadence because he just took off right away. You see the receivers are kind of, saying, hey, not now. But that was a miscommunication right there on the Cougars' end. So that will back them up 5 yards. 11:43 and counting here in the fourth period. Vikings lead 65-6. And the Vikings 49-yard line. 1st and 10. Franklin's still in the game and tipped and is caught by his receiver out of bounds. Anu with another catch. Frank Anu make the last catch there for the Cougars.
Still surprised that Franklin's still in the game.
Well, again, this team was built in the offseason. Hasn't played a game in a long time. And again, it's good to see them back out here on the field. But they're still playing their hearts out here. From the 46, Franklin throws downfield. Overthrows his receiver, and the flag comes in at the end. Looks like, Steven, they might get the Vikings for another hit on the quarterback, which we've seen a lot of those tonight.
Roughing the passer.
Yes.
Referee trying to get confirmation.
Personal foul. Roughing the passer on the defense. First down.
I think the improvement this week in practice for both teams will be roughing the passer, making sure they don't hit the quarterback late.
I agree.
That's another personal foul. Can you imagine, though, too many personal fouls tonight?
That hurt the Cougars right there with too many penalties.
And there's movement up front. And this has just been the story of the night for them. Penalties, penalties, penalties.
And that's hurting the Cougars right there. Too much
Dead ball,
penalties.
offsides. Number 32, the defense. Replay, second down.
Actually, this time it was on the Vikings. It looks like they forced the players to jump on offense. But still, we've seen a lot of those yellow flags tonight. And we know it's the first game, so improvements will have to be made regardless of how the score is. Franklin back to throw. Gets hit again. This time the pass is complete at about the 21-yard line. Pass is caught. Henry Sparks, number 18. Steven, if Bill Belichick was your coach and you committed a lot of those penalties, what do you think the first thing he would say?
First down.
The first thing that Bill Belichick would say if I committed too much penalties, I probably think Bill Belichick would be like, just make sure don't like hit the QB a lot, or make sure like to just not commit a lot of penalties.
If it was my situation, I'd probably be on the bench right now. I wouldn't play again until next week. Franklin on the high snap, throws and completes. Short gain on the play. Gray on the catch. Amori Gray made that last catch, and it'll be a second down. Loss of 1 on the play. 9-12 counting. Vikings up 65-6 here. Ball's at the 22. Fourth quarter of this opening night. Again, Vikings will head to Riverside for their next matchup. Franklin back to throw. This time he's going to run with it. Throws it again. Ooh, that was caught, and it's off the hands after contact.
What a hit by number 26.
Henry Sparks on the intended receiver. Coach Bradshaw made the hit.
That was a nice hit right there.
And that hit was made the ball go out of his hands, out of Sparks' hands.
Preventing him from catching the ball.
That would have been a minimal gain, though, but what a hit that was. It'll be 3rd and 11 from the 22. .846 left. 3rd and 11. Franklin back to throw. Goes to the left side, and he overthrows his receiver. Intended for Kawasia Burns, number 4. That'll be a 4th down again. And let's see if the Cougars will go for it here or put up points on the board with a field goal. Looks like the offense is staying on the field, Steven.
So I think they're going for it.
Fourth and 11 from the 22. Cougars will go for it. Down 65-6, trying to get a touchdown here.
We're trying to get a first down.
They need the 12 for a first down. Franklin back to throw. Pump fakes, gets away from a tackler, and this time he's double teamed, and he'll go down. So it'll be turnover on downs on a sack.
Sacked by number 32.
Kellen Williams, number 32, makes the sack. And he is pumped up. And there'll be turnover on downs here for the Cougars. And Long Beach will get the ball with 8 minutes and 34 seconds left.
What a game the Vikings are having today.
An explosive offense, defense, and special teams tonight. And this will be a well-deserved win for Coach Brett Fewley and his Vikings as he enters his 10th season here tonight. First down. That is Deshaun Newman on the carry. See, that was Davis, I believe it was. Yeah, Davis, number 6, was the carry on that last play.
Elijah Davis.
It'll be 2nd and 7 from the 32, 7:56 and counting in the 4th quarter. 65-6 Vikings. Second down. And he gets it again. And this time he stays on his feet. Gets close to that first down. Davis on the carry again. And it looks like they're going to give him the first down. Another first down for the Vikings. And again, we mentioned before, the Vikings tend to rotate running backs this season with their 3 running backs. And we've seen how well they've played so far tonight. Another first down. And Davis gets it again to the 46, 47 yard line. 7:06, 7:05 counting here in the 4th quarter.
7-yard gain, 2nd and 3.
Be 2nd down and 3. Vikings up 65-6, ball's at the 47. Donna gives it to Davis again. And he gets another first down. And it looks like Vikings are just going to run the ball here, Steve.
Yes.
Showing off their running offense.
They're just going to keep running the ball so they can waste time on the clock.
The 2nd first down on the ground here. First down from the 47. And he gets it again. Davis this time has blockers and again gets a good yardage. And there's a flag at the end of the play. Looks like there was a late hit coming in there, and the Cougars.
Late hit by number 74.
Let's see what they call here.
Dead ball. Unsportsmanlike conduct on the defense, number 74. 15-yard penalty. Replay, first down.
That's Champ Yulu Fail, number 74, with an unsportsmanlike conduct penalty. And that's going to set the...
Dead ball. Unsportsmanlike conduct, number 74. Second down.
No, he did say defense at first. Coming up on 6 minutes here in the fourth quarter. 65-6. Long Beach up.
Second and 17 for the Vikings. Ball at their own.
Womadonna still in at quarterback. Davis is still his running back. And he gets it again. And took a couple of defenders with him. This time he just picks up a couple. What a great victory this is going to be tonight for the Vikings. Wouldn't you say, Steven?
Yeah, great victory.
And if you're the Vikings, how do you continue on from a dominant game like this tonight?
Just keep playing. Just keep playing how they played the first, second, third, and fourth quarter.
3rd and 15. Womadonna gets away from a tackler. There's another one. Gets away from that one, but can't get away from the third one. The ball is loose, but they will rule him down. So he got away from 2 defenders, but wasn't able to get away from the third one.
But nice spin move by the quarterback so he wouldn't get sacked. And
oh yeah, he was actually very good at missing the first 2 defenders, but the third defender said, no, you're not going anywhere else.
nah.
So that will be a sack. And Long Beach will punt with 4:41 left in this one. Great explosive offense tonight here for the Vikings. As they get set to punt this one away. Oh, and he dropped it. Ball's on the ground. And he's able to pick it up. Jonah Capitula, number 13, had it and dropped it.
Looks like number 25 is limping off the field.
He was very lucky he was able to get back on it. Would have been another disaster. So far, the night's been like that for the Cougars, offense and defense.
And just a reminder, coverage of tonight's contest can be found online at the
Vikings are on defense. And the Cougars will take over with 4:12 left in this one. Breaking the huddle. And it looks like they're trying to find out who sets where. And Michael Franklin's still in at quarterback, Steve.
I know.
1st and 10. And hands it off. And he is not going anywhere. Amari Gray with the running play. Can't get past the corner. Had a couple of Vikings waiting there for him. 5-yard loss on that play. 2nd and 15. Coming up with 3:22 and counting here left in the game. Vikings will start their season tonight at 1-0. Cougars will fall to 0-1 to start this 2022 campaign. They are getting set. Franklin has a running back coming in. 2nd down and 15. And it looks like movement up front.
Probably from the
Dead ball. Delay game on the offense. Replay. 2nd down.
They took too long on that one, Steven.
Yep.
So that's going to bat them up 5 yards. And I tell you, the whole story of the game tonight was just miscues, mistakes, and penalties on the Cougar side. 2nd and 20. Run it up past the 25 to about the 30-yard line. Gray with the carry, and it'll be 3rd down coming up here. 2:28 and counting left in the game. 65-6 Vikings.
Gain of 3, 3rd and 12.
Defense played very well tonight.
Very well.
Third and 12 coming up here. Franklin will hand it off to Gray again. And this time he cannot get past anyone. That'll be another loss. Maury Gray, 3 straight runs.
Nice stop by number 42.
Ichi on the stop.
With the tackle for a loss.
And looks like they'll punt it here again on 4th and 15.
Loss on the play. 4th and 15.
So the Vikings will take over.
This is right around the corner. Visit
Long Beach City College will take over here once the punt's complete.
serving Long Beach.
And they'll have the ball with the final 1:22 and counting.
September 15th through the 22nd.
4th down and 15 from the 26. 1:15 and counting. And here is the punt. To the right side. Gets away from one, gets away from another, stays in midfield. 40, 30, 20, one man to beat. 10, 5, can he get in? Yes, he does. Touchdown, Vikings.
Touchdown, Vikings.
Kyle Miller. The second punt return of the night.
We have an injury in the field.
We have an injured player at about the 45-yard line. What a return that was, Steven.
That was a good return right there. Breaking through tackles. He only had one man to beat, and he did beat him, and he scored that touchdown.
And that's going to bring up the score to 71-6.
With 57 minutes left, counting.
Meanwhile, there's an injured Viking on the field. It's being attended to by the training staff. $71 points tonight. See, the sideline is very confident in how they play well tonight. And it looks like it was Kamari Ephraim, number 44. That was the player that was injured. And he has gotten up and is walking towards the sideline. Good sign to see him walk under his own power. So now the Vikings will kick the PAT, 71-6.
What a great performance by the Vikings.
This was
today.
an explosive offense, defense, special teams. And I mentioned before, when you have those right there, that's a recipe for victory. Kick is up, and it is good. So it's 72 seconds left. Vikings 72, Cougars 6. And what a performance tonight on all sides. 72-6 with 57 seconds left. The most points scored by the Vikings offense. Offense and special teams. 2 punt returns. And the offense put up the rest of the points.
Yep.
I tell you, if you've ever been on the other side of that, it's not a really good feeling. But again, as we mentioned before, the Cougar program didn't have a team last season. As you know, 2020 was canceled as well. This is their first game. This team was prepared in the offseason in the spring. If you're the Cougars, what do you take out of tonight's game?
Just, if I'm the Cougars, I would just take out like the penalties, the errors, the miscommunications, and hope for the next game they could come out strong and, you know, score points.
Kick was muffled but picked up at the 20 to the 30, and he takes a hit, still on his feet. And look at that Vikings sideline. They've made the big plays tonight, and they've gotten a great reaction. This is a very different team from last season.
It is very different team.
The confidence is really boosting on that sideline right now.
This is not the same team that was from last year.
I mean, you come 4-6, you finish 5th place in your conference, and what a way to come out tonight. And again, after tonight, Long Beach will prepare. They will play at Riverside for their 2nd game of the season.
First and 10 for the Cougars.
Cougars will fall to 0-1. It'll be 1st and 10 from the 28, 35 seconds left in the game. And Michael Franklin's still in that quarterback. Takes a snap. Here comes the defenders, rolls to his right. This time he throws, underthrows. Incomplete to Frank Adu, number 14.
2nd and 10.
2nd and 10 with 21 seconds. And Steven, let me ask you this performance tonight. I know it's the first game of the season, but what do you say? Message sent that this team is back?
Yes, this is an absolute message sent to any team that the Vikings are trying to play. They're trying to show any team that they are willing to play. They're willing to win 1st place again, and hopefully willing to win a championship and bring it to Long Beach, and
And you know when the last time was that the Vikings scored 70 plus?
When was it?
This was in 2014. They put up 75 and they ended up winning that game 75-41. How about that?
Announcers don't go anywhere at the end of this. You guys are going to pack up everything and put it in that soft bag.
3, 2, 1, and it looks like this game's in the books. So the Vikings come out big. Final score, Vikings 72, Cougars 6. Thank you for watching tonight's game, and we'll see you next time here on Viking Sports.
Thank you.